Today, I'll be talking about Old Rock House State Historic Site, near the city of Thomaston in McDuffie County. In 1754, Edmund Gray came to Georgia to look for a place to start a Quaker community. He found a place, and he called the new town Brandon. He was in Native American territory, however, which made the town illegal. Regardless, it grew and grew as more Quakers came to Georgia. In 1768, the Treaty of Augusta was signed by Governor James Wright. This treaty made the land where Brandon was legally open to settlers. Around the same time, Quakers in North Carolina experienced a split, and many of their members came to Georgia. Governor Wright gave them land near Brandon to settle, and as a way of showing their thanks, the new town was named Wrightsboro. In 1799, the Wrightsboro Meeting House was built, but was lost in a fire 10 years later. A new meeting house was built in 1810, and it still stands today. In 1773, Thomas Ansley of New Jersey moved to Wrightsboro. He built a stone house for him and his family in 1785. It was a stone house with 2-foot thick walls, and was similar to houses in his native New Jersey. His home had 3 levels, a basement, a main floor, and an attic. According to legend, the house was designed so that it could be entered by a ladder. In case of Native American attacks, the ladder could be moved, and the house would have no entrance. Thomas Ansley was not a Quaker, and unlike the Quakers, he was not a pacifist. During the American Revolution, he served in the Georgia militia. Ansley died in 1809. While you probably haven't heard of Thomas Ansley, you have definitely heard of one of his descendants, former President Jimmy Carter. Wrightsboro prospered until around 1920. Ansley's stone house was stuccoed in the 20s, but other than that, it remained roughly unchanged over 135 years that had passed since it was built. In the 1950s, the house was abandoned, and vandals damaged the interior. By 1970, the house had been purchased by the Wrightsboro Preservation Foundation, a group dedicated to sharing the history of Wrightsboro. In 1973, under the administration of Jimmy Carter, the house was given to the state. It became known as Old Rock House State Historic Site. Since the site had been damaged by vandals over the years, and it was in a remote part of the state, it was given back to Wrightsboro Preservation Foundation in 1975. Today, the foundation still owns and operates the house as a museum. It is considered the oldest stone house in the state of Georgia. Thank you.